Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel, The Loophole. This documentary explores financial systems and government policies. No graphic content for thousands of years, people have hidden their wealth from kings, emperors, and tax collectors. Today, that ancient game has gone digital, and the stakes have never been higher. How do the wealthy make their money invisible, and why are governments losing control? Throughout history, wealth has always tried to escape authority. When governments take too much control too tightly or collapse entirely, money finds a way to vanish. Gold once crossed borders in secret. Swiss banks once guarded fortunes behind vault doors. Now, billions move through blockchain networks that no single country can stop. This isn't just about the ultra-rich anymore. Ordinary people and unstable economies are joining the escape. The question isn't whether wealth will run. The question is whether governments can ever catch up. The story begins in ancient times. When Roman emperors debased their coins, merchants hoarded silver and gold. When medieval kings seized estates, nobles buried treasure. Wealth always fled toward safety, and authority always chased behind. The modern chapter opened in the 1930s. When the Great Depression struck. The United States government made private gold ownership illegal. Citizens had to surrender their coins to the Federal Reserve. Many refused. They hid gold in walls, buried it in backyards, or smuggled it across borders. The government had declared ownership a crime. But thousands kept their wealth anyway. U.S. Executive Order 6102. 1933. After World War II, Switzerland became the world's hidden vault. Numbered accounts promised absolute secrecy. Dictators, arms dealers, and tax evaders moved billions into Alpine banks. Governments protested, but Swiss law protected the money. For decades, wealth simply disappeared behind a wall of confidentiality. Swiss Banking Act, 1934. By the 1970s, offshore tax havens emerged. The Cayman Islands, Panama, and Luxembourg created laws designed to attract foreign capital. Companies registered there paid almost no taxes. Shell corporations made ownership impossible to trace. Investigators called it financial fog, a system built to hide international consortium of investigative journalists. Panama Papers, 2016. Then came 2008. The global financial crisis. Shattered trust in banks and governments. People watched institutions collapse, savings vanish, and bailouts go to the powerful. In that chaos, someone using the name Satoshi Nakamoto published a white paper describing Bitcoin. It promised money without banks, transfers without borders, and ownership without permission. Bitcoin white paper. October 2008. The first Bitcoin transaction happened in January 2009. 4 years. Only programmers and libertarians paid attention. Then Greece's economy imploded in 2012. Capital controls trapped money inside the country. Desperate citizens turned to Bitcoin to move wealth abroad. Cryptocurrency wasn't theoretical anymore. It was an escape pod. European Central Bank reports, 2012 to 2015. By 2017, Bitcoin hit $20,000. Ethereum launched smart contracts. Thousands of new cryptocurrencies appeared. Governments issued warnings, but the technology spread faster than regulation. In Venezuela, where hyperinflation destroyed the currency, families survived by converting bolivars to Bitcoin. Reuters. Venezuelan cryptocurrency adoption studies. 2017 to 2019. China banned cryptocurrency exchanges in 2017. Then banned mining in 2021. Capital kept flowing out anyway. Russians used crypto to move money after sanctions hit in 2022. Every prohibition created new workarounds. The digital money moved through peer-to-peer networks, privacy coins, and decentralized exchanges that no authority controlled. Financial Times. Crypto Sanctions Analysis, 2022. Today, some estimates suggest over $2 trillion exist in cryptocurrency markets. Millions of people hold assets governments cannot freeze. The technology works across every border, ignores every banking hour, and answers to no central authority. Wealth has found its most powerful escape route yet. CoinMarketCap data, 2024. Most cryptocurrency transactions occur on public blockchains, creating permanent records. Researchers can trace flows between wallets, though identities often remain hidden. Blockchain analysis firms like Chainalysis report that illicit activity represents a small fraction of total volume, while legal tax avoidance and capital flight represent far larger shares. Chainalysis Annual Crypto Crime Report, 2023. Government data confirms the pattern. The IRS estimates billions in unpaid taxes from cryptocurrency gains. The European Union tracks capital flight through crypto during economic crises. These numbers remain estimates because the decentralized nature of blockchain makes complete tracking impossible. IRS cryptocurrency enforcement reports. 2023. Swiss banking secrecy has eroded significantly. International pressure forced Switzerland to share financial information with other governments starting in 2018. Numbered accounts still exist, but they're no longer truly secret. OECD automatic exchange of information agreements. Supporters argue this isn't about crime. They say people have a right to protect wealth from unstable governments, currency, debasement, and unjust seizure. They point to authoritarian regimes that freeze bank accounts of dissidents. They note that inflation silently confiscates purchasing power. From this view, financial privacy is a human right, not a crime. Cato Institute policy papers on financial privacy. Critics counter that tax evasion harms society. Roads, schools, and hospitals need funding. When the wealthy hide money, everyone else pays more. They argue cryptocurrency enables ransomware, drug trafficking, and sanctions evasion. Regulators claim that financial transparency protects the system. Treasury Department. Cryptocurrency enforcement statements. Economists remain divided on whether this escape route increases or decreases stability. Some say mobile capital disciplines bad governments. Others warn it could trigger currency crises if too much money flees too quickly. The data doesn't yet show which prediction is correct. Ordinary people feel both sides of this story. In Lebanon, when banks collapsed in 2019, depositors couldn't access their own savings. Those who had converted money to cryptocurrency kept their wealth. Those who trusted the traditional system lost everything. Families used Bitcoin to buy food when their currency became worthless. Al Jazeera, Lebanon financial crisis coverage. 2019 to 2020. In the United States and Europe, tax authorities chase cryptocurrency holders. Some face audits, penalties, and criminal charges for unreported gains. Others navigate complex reporting rules, hire expensive accountants, or simply feel anxiety about compliance. The same technology that offers freedom also creates legal risk. For the truly wealthy, the escape continues. Private banks now offer cryptocurrency custody services. Family offices allocate portions of wealth to digital assets. When questioned, they call it portfolio diversification. When criticized, they point out that every strategy is legal. The money keeps moving, just in newer forms. Think of wealth like water. When you build a dam, water doesn't disappear. It finds another path, flows around obstacles, or seeps through cracks. For centuries, governments built financial dams through laws and borders. Wealth always found the gaps. Cryptocurrency is different because it removes physical boundaries entirely. Previous escapes required moving gold bars, opening foreign accounts, or hiring lawyers. Digital assets move at the speed of the internet. The technology doesn't care about borders, sanctions, or banking hours. It's like water that can teleport. This changes the fundamental relationship between citizens and states. Governments traditionally controlled money by controlling banks and borders. When wealth can flow through mathematics and code instead of institutions, that control weakens. Some call this liberation. Others call it the erosion of civil society. Both might be right. The bigger question is about power itself. If governments cannot tax mobile wealth, can they fund themselves? If only wage earners and property owners pay, does that system stay legitimate? We're watching an experiment in whether modern states can function. When capital can exit instantly, we know that wealth has always sought escape routes. We know that technology keeps creating new paths. We know that millions now hold assets governments cannot easily reach. What we don't know is how this ends. Can governments adapt and regulate digital assets effectively? Will cryptocurrency remain an escape hatch, or will new systems close it? The answer will reshape economics and power for decades. Asterisk, asterisk. Near-term scenarios over the next 2 to 5 years. Asterisk, asterisk. Governments will likely implement stricter cryptocurrency reporting requirements. The infrastructure bill passed in the U.S. already requires exchanges to report transactions. Europe is finalizing similar rules. Compliance will increase, but enforcement will remain difficult. Confidence, High Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, Cryptocurrency Provisions. 2021. More countries may follow El Salvador in adopting Bitcoin as legal currency, especially in regions with unstable national currencies. This would legitimize cryptocurrency while bringing it under some government oversight. Confidence, Medium El Salvador Bitcoin Law 2021. Privacy-focused cryptocurrencies and decentralized. Finance protocols will likely evolve faster than regulation. Each crackdown may push users toward more anonymous systems. The technology adapts quickly, and developers work globally. Confidence, Medium.